Welcome to bexbugout Survivor. Bought some ration packs with me, so I thought it'd be a really good chance to have a look at how I carry things like that. 1 year on, we're going to look at the GSR field bag used to stow rations and your stove. Now, I knew when I bought that field pack it would be housing my rations and hopefully a stove, and I can keep everything a little tidier. I'm a bit of a bugger for losing things and having a messy harbour area. Now, generally what I do with my packs is I keep my brew kit to hand at the top, somewhere around there, with some rations. If I have to stop off for lunch, or I just want a warm drink, something like that, it's convenient. So I needed a pack I could house all my cooking accoutrements. I've also brought with me this little Yugoslavian mess tin, and sometimes this is also handy to stow your food in. The GSR field bag. Got my water on my Bergen. People wanted to know why I hadn't put on the ammo pouches, so I've done it just for display. However, I don't often use them. This one is completely empty. A British Army ration pack is 4,000 calories, some of them 4,500 calories. Easy to divide just one box into 2 days if you just, trekking. I think I weighed it off at 2.2 kilos. Here's what it looks like. You get these, you're meant to drop on the floor. Little cola bottles, morale boosters, that's all they are. And it's nice to have little sweeties like that. An array of powdered drinks mix. I think that's tuna. Yeah, a little tuna I can have a nibble on. Little peanuts. Always need tissues. This is how you can protect your wet meals. 2 powdered drinks. So this is how we're going to go a little lightweight using another pack. Let's put that down. Oat biscuits on there. And it's either cheese spread for that. Yeah, and I've got a cheese spread which I put on that. Now the breakfast, that is breakfast for me. I'm not a big morning person when it comes to eating. And I have 2 of the wet meals. These are heavy, and I think you get about 4 or 5 wet meals in a British Army ration pack. It's a lot. So you could just pop your rations actually in your cooking vessel. That's the Yugoslavian. I don't think I'd have room for the biscuit. Oh, I have room for the biscuit, the cheese spread, and let's see if I can get a couple of these in. Tight fit. Might go. So that is how you would protect your rations from your sharps. Anyway, back to the pack. We're still going. Let's dive in. I've got another 2 of the wet meals, ginger pudding and vegetarian all day breakfast. So another 2 wet ration meals, including all that. And we're still going. On the lid section of this is the British Army ration pack brew kit, which is coffee, your whitener, sugar, your tea, a spork, and in this side here, last of all, is one of my jack boils. This is my older one. Whether you like them or not, it fits the bill. I don't mind them, hate the price of the gas, but I've got that down to about 30 or 50 pence now. And there's an episode on how I do that. So this is what I bought off a mate of mine before they hit the surplus shops. I had one pretty cheap and he said try it out, see what you think. And I knew straight away I was going to use it for this purpose. This is more than I'd need for a one-day hike. Obviously tuna, which would make a nice lunch, the brew bag, my cloth for cleaning, hot drinking chocolate, bag of vacuum sealed peanuts, cheese spread and oat biscuits, little gummy bears or cola bottle sweets, the tissues, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energy drinks, the burner unit and the jet boil itself, all that from this here. Right, I'm going to leave the brew pack out and also little jet boil. I'm going to get a brew on. And I'm going to have to do the unthinkable and use a British Army ration pack coffee. I'm going to be sick. Straight away. Oh, something is smoky there. That's not right. I'm going to risk coffee. We come now to another pack my mate has given me to trial. I mean, just look how much is in there. There is room for another box of rations, I should imagine. So what would a bag this size hold? This would sit on top of my lightweight pack, which consists of my hammock and hammock quilts, a lightweight top, everything's lightweight, and I've got a really, really cracking lightweight pack designed just for that. And this sits right at the very top. I'm definitely going down the road of freeze dried, even though it's a little pricier. Some kind of, I'm going to have to put a pair of eyes on to see what it is. Fruit grains. In this I've got my noodles, porridge oats, soup. It's always handy to put a toothpick in with your rations. Pasta, noodles and oats and drinking chocolate is pretty much my staple for breakfast and lunch. In here, this is from the British Army ration pack, cold drink, we'll save that. Smooth peanut butter, nice to spread on something, even if it's just a sesame bar. Might have that now, I'm a bit peckish. Tuna, lime and pepper, we had one of them in the other pack. So that's a little lunch there. And 2 of the army rations, peanut butter and cheddar as well. So I've got 2 peanut butters, 1 cheddar. These are generally leftovers from other ration packs. I've just unzipped the front here, and in it is just a nice size here for your British hexie with all the fuel. Might be another good way of thinking about going lightweight. You don't have to use the hexie, there's cleaner burning fuels about, but the actual burner itself is pretty good. In the front, yet another zip here, and what have I got in here? Just a couple of the energy drinks. I have quick access to their cherry and cherry. I don't know why I got so much cherry left over. I like it. It's quite a bit there, and it's quite a lot lighter. These are just leftovers from other ration packs that I haven't got round to eating. Smooth peanut butter, meal replacement bar, that would make a good breakfast. Sesame seed, noodles, 1, 2, 3 oats, porridge oats. Just add water to that and I'm good to go. A couple of soups to add to the noodles here. A couple of drinks. The Hexy burner, a couple of toothpicks. Pasta, hot chocolate. Tuna. And all that come from this little pack here. In the actual pack, a separated sleeve, the main chamber, and on Velcro, another smaller housing, so I can keep a lot of the food here separated. And I'll put everything away. So that's quite a good amount, I thought, for such a small little bag like that. The wet meals are not lightweight. Little spreads I can put there. Or I could just separate. I was thinking I could just separate the 3 pockets here. Breakfast, lunch, evening meal, something like that. Just because I'm that kind of guy. I think I'll leave the noodle pasta out and a soup because I haven't had lunch yet. I love these little porridge oats. Really set you up for the day, really do. And yet 3 of them there, super lightweight, individual packets. Now I was hoping to get the stove and a couple of rations in here. The only stove I found was this. It hasn't got the Hexy in. It's just for demonstration, but it just fits in the front. And I have a couple of bands here in that front pocket and a dividing pocket here. This is full of pockets. I don't know how much these are due to retail. I really don't. I believe somewhere between 12 and 15 UK pounds. And of course that's going to be dependent on the area you live. In the UK, that is. These will be hitting the surplus shops within the next few months, unless you've already got them. Okay, I've just thrown it all back in here. I'll tidy it up when I get back to base. But a day, maybe day and a half worth of rations, depending on whether you have your wet food or your freeze dried, dehydrated. I like the idea of the Hexy on there. I have my knife, fork, spoon. I'm going to test this out for another year. This probably would accommodate my bug out bag a lot better than it would a camping pack. And it would just sit on top. This, as you saw, 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 days of rations. Remember, I generally only have 1 or 2 of the wet meals per day. That's how I split everything up into this size. In the British infantry, the lads generally pick what they want, and they'll put some of it in their webbing, some of it in their day pack, and some of it into their Bergens. You certainly wouldn't stack a whole Bergen full of 6 days rations. Mental. Now this gas mask field pack is a US patent. It's got to be from the 1950s, I think. You can fill this obviously with just under one ration pack, but you wouldn't have room for this, so the stove would be carried separate. I was hoping with this one I could carry the stove and enough rations. It does seem it's one or the other, so I've come to terms with stove is carried separately, other than of course the big GSR field bag. Don't worry about carrying the stove separate there, but this one you're going to carry the stove separately. This did really great in my big 80-litre camping pack that just sat on the top. This I'm yet to try. There's no reason that shouldn't make a great little pack. I'm going to fill it full of hexy. My supplier has just found me a load of hexy. The thing is, he's selling them inside one of these, so I'd have to buy more of these rectangular knockoff mess tins. These are cheap little horrible things, but he does put all the hexamine in and the burner unit and that for £6. I could probably talk him down to £4 if I bought them in bulk. It does have the capability to be strapped on loops here, so you can carry it like a shoulder bag. Keep your cooking vessel pretty handy as well. Yeah. So shelter, insulation, food, the ability to cook it, the water, preps I wear on a webbing, and that's the basis of my bug out bag. And I don't carry firearms. In the UK, you'd go to prison for that. Okay, I wish we did have the right to bear arms and just shoot people willy-nilly that we don't like, but not allowed. It's considered naughty. I'll read the comments now below and decide who I want to shoot. So I'm gonna fix myself something to eat now. Until next time, you take care of yourself, and I will see you out there. Happy trails.